Hey, it's me, it's Meredith. I wanted, so I labeled this video Back to the Lab Again because it's a bit, I'm wanted to talk about like how I went back to the beginning of my whole process. And, uh, and so I wanted to talk about back in the beginning, but beginning is so boring. And I was like, it's not back at the beginning. It's just back to the back to the lab again. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, she's so mad, but you won't give up that easy, no, right? So I was just like back in the lab again. But then I realized that this morning I actually had an interview to go work in a place that's connected to an old place that I used to work at that was a medical imaging lab. So it was just really funny because back to the lab again. I might be going back to the lab, like literally back to the lab that I used to work at, but not. And then back to the lab again, right? Okay, so, anyways, now that that's out of the way, yeah, this week has been amazing and really scary and just like everything. So, at the beginning of the week, I was in a really, really low place. I was really just like circling the drain, and I was starting to have those thoughts again of maybe I don't want to be here. Maybe it's just too hard. But obviously, that's not an option. I know that there's another side. I know that there's more than that now. I know that. And that fired me up a little bit and then a little bit more. And so I went back to my beginning, back to what I fell in love with, what made me happy. And so the other night I had a bath and I had my weed and my brain quieted again. And after months of practicing this, after months of just trying to quiet my brain and listening to the words of my meditations. And I didn't do it every day. I did it when I remembered because I knew that meditation was good for me, but I didn't want to make it a thing because things can be failed and I didn't want to fail anymore. So I did it when I could, when I thought of it, and usually that was at bedtime, and I started with bedtime, and then sometimes I'd do like a 5 minute one in the day when I thought about it. I did it when I thought about it. It wasn't a thing. I just knew that it was I knew because thousands of other people know that it was a good thing and it was gonna be good for me. And I just had to keep going. And so that was my reasoning. I wanted peace. And I know all of the things that I need to do to find peace. And so I came back to my meditation. And for the first time in months, my whole body relaxed, my mind relaxed. And it was like this. Again, if I were religious, I would call this God, but I'm not. And it was just this peace between everything in my body. And I could think rationally and clearly and consciously about what I wanted, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. And I don't. And when you can get there, everything just makes sense. It really does. But I've said it over and over. Like, you've got to find that joy. You've got to find that thing that makes you feel calm and content. And then listen. meditation might not be the step for you. Maybe going out for a walk is the right step for you. Maybe brushing your teeth is the right step for you. Maybe doing a push-up is the right step for you. I don't know. But you know what the good habits are that you need to have to get what you want to have. You know that. I can't tell you what it is. But you know that. And when you can quiet your mind enough, even for just a few minutes, it gets easier and it gets easier. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. I took a long time to get here because I didn't do it every day. I did it like once every 5 days, maybe in the beginning. The fact is, I kept with it because this was worth it. And I knew that this existed and it could exist for me. And now it does. It's about it. Don't make it a thing. Just, I don't know. You know what you need to do. And maybe my advice will help. Don't make it a thing. Just find the good habits and when you can do them. But I'm telling, like, meditation is just, this week has been amazing. Because I finally, anyways, that's all I have today. I'm starting to go, oh, man. It doesn't have to be hard. And when it's really, really right for you, it's not. It's scary, but it's not hard.